Okay, guys, today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about nutrition. And there's tons and tons to know, and it all gets really complicated. So I'm going to try to make it really simple. The biggest thing is nutrition is like gas in a car. If it's you're not putting in good gas, your car's not going to run well. So I'm going to talk to you about what the best thing to eat is and how to do that, because sometimes it's really hard to eat well, especially when you're in a hurry and you're busy all the time. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is water. You want to drink water. You don't want to drink soda. You don't want to drink fruit drinks with a lot of sugar. And you want to hydrate the day before a game. If you wait till the day of the game, you're not going to be hydrated. If you're ever thirsty, you're almost to the point where you can't get hydrated enough. So you should never really feel thirsty. And a lot of times people feel hungry, but actually their body's just dehydrated, and it makes you think you're hungry, but you're actually just dehydrated and thirsty. So it's really important to drink water. So if you want to get a water bottle, bring it along with you all the time. If you're used to drinking soda and sports drinks, you'll get used to water after a few days, but this is the most important thing. And then 2 hours before a game, especially on a hot day, you also want to be well hydrated. If you want to have a sports drink, you can wait till the game. Thing about sports drinks, they do have sugar. They have electrolytes, which is great, but they do have some sugar, so you'll get spikes and you'll come down hard off of sugar. So just save those for particular things like games. The other thing is for breakfast. You always want to have breakfast. Even if you have an early game, you want to have breakfast about 2 hours before the game. And some of the things that you might want to eat are plain oatmeal. Just get plain instant oatmeal and then add things to it. You can add nuts, you can add honey, not sugar, honey. Honey is great. Peanut butter. Peanut butter will give you extra protein and it'll stay with you. So, and then about an hour before the game, you can have a protein bar. Thing about a protein bar, again, is tons of sugar. So you have to look at it and make sure you're not getting a whole bunch of extra sugar. So some of the kind of brands that are good, these Kind bars, if you look at the ingredients, you'll recognize all the ingredients. There's not a lot of chemicals. There's not high fructose corn syrup. So just a natural bar. Nuts have protein, doesn't have an excessive amount of sugar. Kind of want to stay in the 6 grams or below if possible. Another good thing for a snack is these are omega-3 nut mix with some fruit. This is great. You can get it at Costco. They come in little packages. Bananas are great. They have potassium, which keeps you from cramping, and it's really important to have that potassium. And it also gives you sustained energy because it's a heavy fruit. So, lunchtime. Lunchtime, you should eat like a sandwich on wheat bread. The thing about bread, white flour is just empty calories that weigh you down. So you want 100% whole grain or whole wheat bread, and make sure it's 100%. So look in the grocery store and look on it. Make sure it's 100% whole grain. Or you could have brown rice is a great substitute for bread, and fruit. So your snacks, any kind of fruit, just always have a fruit drawer full of fruit. Berries are especially good. And then you want to try to introduce more and more vegetables into your diet. So a lot of people don't like vegetables, so you have to figure out a way to incorporate them, like big bag of carrots. Just have a big bag of carrots around instead of Doritos or anything processed in the grocery store. Have bag of carrots, or you can make salsa, all kinds of different salsa, like I have some recipes for salsa verde with tomatillos, cilantro, lime juice, garlic. You can have green grilled pineapple and avocado salsa, um, black bean and mango salsa. So that's a great source of vegetables, and it's really good tasting. Avocados are great for you. A lot of people say they're fattening. They're just great source of healthy fat. If you just crush them up and put some chili lime salt on it, really, really good. You just want to stay away from the chips. So if you go into a grocery store, it's all set up where if you walk around the outside of the grocery store, you'll get the whole grains, you'll get the dairy, you'll get meat, and you'll get vegetables and fruit. If you go down the middle aisle, that's where all the processed stuff is. As much as possible, you want to stay away from those middle aisles, because things that you make at home on your own are going to be much, much healthier. So I think the main thing is to have a healthy breakfast. Another healthy breakfast, we talked about oatmeal, but you can have eggs and toast and fruit. That's a great meal. You can have a milk and just have a bunch of frozen berries, throw them in a blender with some milk and maybe a little bit of honey and some pumpkin pie spice, and that's a great little boost of energy. And then get a cooler. This is a bigger one, but you can get even a smaller one and carry it with you to a game, or have it in the car and just have healthy food in there all the time. Because if you go somewhere and you're running in, you're gonna go to either fast food because you're short on time, or you're really hungry, so you're gonna get a bag of Doritos or a bag of Cheetos, and those are things that are gonna bring you down. So you want to have a cooler of healthy snacks, nuts, fruit, grilled chicken, and all that type of stuff, bananas, and then water all the time. Then after a game, within about a half an hour, you just want to have another snack, just to bring your body back, get ready for the second game. Dinner the night before or the night after a game, you got to have protein, so fish, chicken. What I like to do is just get a bunch of chicken, barbecue it all at once, or cook it in the oven. You don't want to fry it, but cook it in the oven, so you just have a lot, and then you can make different things out of it throughout the week. It saves you time. And then have side dishes like sweet potatoes, not white potatoes, but sweet potatoes are really great for you. Brown rice, and again, fruit. And then the biggest thing is just try to avoid sugar as much as possible. Donuts and cookies and everything. I'm not saying just stop altogether. There's parties, there's gatherings, you'll have occasional desserts. That's fine, but just on a regular basis, just try to think before you go ahead and eat something really sugary, if you really want it in your body, or you want to have more energy and be better performing in a game. So those are just a few tips, and we can talk more about nutrition later, but I hope you have a great weekend and a good tournament, and we'll talk more later. Thanks.